Just got really bad news. I don't know if it's 100% true. Okay,
Hey.
our guy, Jay Pohl, who went to El Dorado High School, has his sources saying that Gentry's maybe thinking about not playing hoops.
Hey, I heard from 2-3 people who were at that game that said they saw
You
that
told me this earlier. I refuse to believe it,
They saw
though.
the entire El Dorado basketball team minus Zach Gentry. I'm just telling you what I heard.
You want that because you're an Albuquerque High guy. Yes, you do.
No. I want him to play. You want to know why I want him to play? It helps out the landscape of basketball out here. So
That's not what you were saying when we weren't on air.
You want your best players playing. Just because I don't think he's the best big man out here.
Oh, he is.
Okay, but I still think he's one of the most talented kids out here, and he should be playing ball.
I'm upset. Let's move on. So earlier, Charles, we broke down Chantel Riddle.
Yes.
She broke the record. All-time Mountain West Conference kills. Congratulations to her. Well, now let's show you the very last game of the Lobos season as the New Mexico Lobos defeat Air Force, and let's get to it from Johnson Center. Hey, this is the way you end it, Charles, right?
You get a good game at home, great crowd, senior night.
First set, and how do you start it off? With Chantel Riddle.
You got to go to your go-to player. Excellent set to the outside. Her vertical leap is ridiculous, Adam.
I would love to see you jump next to her. I mean, I hear you got this vertical leap, but I'm just saying. Because look at this.
Get up there. Ooh, I can't do that, though.
It's 2-2 in the first set. Chantel Riddle already climbing up. She needed 20, remember, just to tie 21 to break.
That's a lot of kills. People, you hear that number, you say, oh, 20, she should be able to get that.
Well, this is set number 2. The New Mexico Lobos already up one set. Chantel Riddle gets another kill. It was all about Chantel tonight, or this night.
I love what Coach Nelson did. Feed your player. That's good for your program to have someone setting records, whatever. And the game plan the entire night was to get Chantel the ball and give her a chance to set the record.
The only problem was she going to have enough time because the Lobos cruising 2 sets to none.
I think
in
Air
the
Force
third
did that on
set,
purpose.
right? They don't want her to break it. Well, she powers through that one, and the crowd can feel it. They know it.
The energy actually building up.
New Mexico on top, 17-13. Who's that, Charles?
Chantel
Riddle, give it back to her.
Look,
Chantel Riddle.
Keep setting her. That's what I love about that. I love that teamwork. Everyone wanted her to get this record. Beautiful. There it is.
She'll go back to serve. She'll get the applause from the crowd. Running out of points in set 3. The Lobos, of course, they get it done easy against Air Force, who struggled all year long in the Mountain West Conference.
And that's
so
it.
Congratulations to her. Congratulations to the Lobos as they finish it off strong with the W against Air Force.
Yeah, thank you. They finished 19-12. Young team, big plans for next year. I think they have great pieces in place right now to build upon. Chantel, congratulations.
What's going to be her legacy now?
Job.
I mean, she's the greatest Lobo ever to play volleyball here, right? I mean, there's no question.
Great recruiting tool. When you're talking to outside hitters or middle blockers or middle hitters and say, we had some of the greatest hitters in Mountain West Conference history here. Jeannie Fairchild, Chantel Riddle. These are big-time names that people know across the nation, not just in New Mexico. Great recruiting tool.
Well, Charles, it's time to move on to what we know best, and that's high school football. And if you didn't know, there's a huge game on Friday. How big? It's the 6A state championship. Mayfield Trojans taking on my Rio Rancho Rams. Yeah, that's right. I'm not afraid to admit it. They're my Rio Rancho Rams. Okay, I mean,
hey.
So we did something special here, Charles, is we're breaking down the 3 top players, top performers for each team, and we're going to go over some of their highlights and what makes them good, starting with Mayfield and Payson Rogers. How about this guy in the backfield having a fantastic season? Charles, when he hits the hole, he hits it hard, but he's able to always follow his blockers.
Ooh, look at that.
His yards after contact is huge so far in this season. I mean, he just likes to wheel and deal inside the lane. Such a good offensive weapon for the Mayfield Trojans.
He's a tough runner. Like you said, he's going to get in there. He's going to break tackles. He makes people miss, and he's a lot faster than what you would think. You see him juking and dodging in the middle, and all of a sudden he breaks out the pack, and now it's a foot race. That's what I like about Mayfield. Mayfield has different dimensions to their running game, because Kavika Johnson, even though he's a quarterback, that guy's like a fullback at quarterback. He can sling the ball around.
He can't sling it around.
But when you have weapons like that, when you have Payson Rogers, guys who can change the tempo of a game, that's what keeps the defense off their toes, on their toes.
Well, Mayfield can hurt you in many different ways. Payson Rogers is one of them. But how about their sophomore having a dynamite season, Isaac Vance? And when you have a dual-headed running attack beside your quarterback, with the speed to the outside. Look at this kid move, Charles. The blocking ahead. Look, Isaac Vance, just a sophomore. He's a force to be reckoned with a couple more years. But this is why Mayfield is successful, because they can run in so many different ways. That's Kavika Johnson, actually. I mean, that's your guy, Kavika Johnson.
They're going to run the ball, but what it allows you to do as a team, you now have fresh legs at running back. You're not giving 30 carries, 40 carries to a guy. They're spreading the wealth. You got Vance, Rogers, then Kavika. Hey, I'm gonna fake this handoff and take the ball for myself. That's what makes Mayfield hard to guard. And teams, even though they're gonna run at them, they know you're gonna get a heavy dose of running. Mayfield still runs the ball. They still rack up the yards on the ground. So, I don't.
Isaac Vance is, I don't know who the compliment is. Is it Payson Rogers' compliment to Isaac Vance? Is it Isaac Vance? Is he the compliment to Payson Rogers? It doesn't really matter. I think they're equal in yards this season and touchdowns. They've both kind of been back and forth. But the wheel to it all, the guy that keeps it all spinning, he can do it all. Mr. Everything for Mayfield. Going to be up for Mr. Football, no doubt about it, with the other two great quarterbacks, Zach Gentry and Easton Barrera, of course. Kavika can do it all. He can do it all. And just the power that he has. So I was looking to get to the outside, a little stiff arm into the end zone. This is the kind of guy he is. But what's great about Kavika Johnson, he can sling this rock around, too.
He can throw the ball.
I think that's pivotal against Rio Rancho. I think they have to be able to throw the rock against Rio Rancho and move the football, because Rio Rancho's run defense is probably the best in the state, hands down.
Yeah. Rio Rancho's going to bring those linebackers, Nolan and Waters. They're going to be in his face all game long. So Johnson is going to have to really demonstrate that he can sling the ball, because I know they're going to crowd the box. If I'm Rio Rancho, I know you want to run with Rogers, Vance, or Johnson. I'm going to make Johnson beat us, and we know how good Waters and Nolan are in that middle. So we'll see. It's going to be a very tough matchup, a chess match. I'm for sure it's going to be a chess match.
The Rio Rancho Rams stopped Zach Gentry last week from running the football. In all, they gave up one really big running play to Sandoval that went for roughly 73 yards down the sideline. Besides that, the Rams' rush defense was fantastic. Very similar to the way that Mayfield's offense is set up running the football. Do you think Kavika Johnson's going to have to toss for at least 250 in this one? I'm thinking his numbers are going to have to be big in throwing it, right?
They're going to make him pass the ball. Why wouldn't you? He's been a guy where all year he's used his legs to win games, and if you're a good defensive coordinator, you're going to say, we're going to make him throw. So I think you're right, my man, 200-some yards to at least loosen that defense up.
When we come back, we'll show you the Rio Rancho Rams' power weapons and what they do offensively, setting up that 6A state championship. Come on back, uSports Central.